Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Oh, sorry, good afternoon. My name is Phongphisut Purinai. I'm a student of Benjamin Maharat School, Ubon Ratchathani Province. Today, it's my honor to share with you about King Bhumiphon's new theory on managing agricultural land and how I can apply it to my community. First, let me start with the concept of the new theory. It is a well-known example of a practical way to apply the sufficiency economy philosophy and proposes guidelines for the proper management of limited natural resources to achieve optimum benefits. And we have the Thai saying, in the water there are fish, in the field there is rice. Thailand is considered to be the kitchen of the world, being between the leading countries of rice exports, ranking second worldwide in 2016, according to the United States Department of Agriculture. And 50% of all these rice cultivation comes from my community, the Northeast region. But global warming, ladies and gentlemen, inevitably affects farmers in my community and cause many problems. Some farmers end up committing suicide just because they suffer from debts. Failure is not falling down, but we refuse to get up. People have a power to change things and make difference only when they don't abandon hope. This project is the hope in solving the community's problems and for all Thais in general. We only divide our land into 4 parts. 1, 30% digging a pond to collect water to be used. The next 30% for integrated fields and garden crops. Another 30% is for rice cultivation for all year-round home consumption. And the last 10% is for housing and raising livestock. And, well, for Thais, to prevent such conditions and to build our inner strength. Now, isn't it time to take the King's projects into action? As for an agricultural revolution, establish the learning center, encouraging a variety of planting activities, cooperating with one another, creating food security. Then, coming together as groups and networks, establish the learning center. In that sense, we'll create a prosperous and sustained growth with economic stability. King Bhumiphon's project inspires me to think out of box and create new things that is the benefits of the community. I carry on as simple life as I could. I use communication networks to promote the King's new theory in my grandparents' farm in Srisaket province. My grandparents' farm is divided into 4 parts. 1, digging a pond to collect water to be used, as well as raising fish and frogs, as for the community's extra income. Above the pond, there are chicken coops, as for eating and selling the eggs. And around the ponds, there are some water plants and some plants, such as seaweed, morning glory, finger grass, peacock ginger, and water mules, which give high nutrients, such as iron, calcium, vitamin A, B, and C. My grandparents' farm is open to students and people as a learning center. So I have a chance to promote the King's new theory on managing agricultural land as a teacher for the people who visit. Ladies and gentlemen, you may think that I'm a dreamer. Actually, I'm a practitioner. To pay gratitude to King Bhumiphon's kindness and fine examples, I will follow in his footsteps and carry on his teachings. I promise that I will do today. I'll say, I have done in the future. I will do my best with all my heart. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you. Perfect timing. Wow, we have 13 seconds. Wait, Karn, come back. You might be thrown a question or two from the judges. So, would any of the judges like to ask Karn a question or in case? Okay. So we have Judge Judy Ben, right?
Thank you. Thank you very much. I enjoyed your speech. You mentioned that global climate change has impacted the farmers in your area. Can you give me some examples of what you or some of the other students in your community are doing to help fight global climate change?
Well, the global climate change is now it is hotter, but sometimes it is cooler. But the effects of the effects to my community is the hotter climates because rice they need so much water to grow and the hotter climates change the paddy field from the enough water for rice to grow into droughts and all the rice in the paddy field and integrated fields and crops all die. So when it happens droughts, then we go and raise fish and frogs. So we earn extra income. So we have incomes all over the year.
โอเคครับอาจารย์อรุณีครับเชิญครับ
Karn, could you please tell me how the king way has changed your family way of life?
Oh, when at first my grandparents lived in Sisaket province and I moved to Ubon Ratchathani, but I still love my hometown. But for how can the king's way improve the quality of life of my grandparents is, when they don't have enough water and they can't raise fish, they can't raise frogs, and they don't have any incomes, they can divide their lands into many parts for doing anything else as for the income. So at first, the kings explained the sufficiency economy philosophy to the farmers and people in my community. But many farmers don't understand. How can I save my money because I don't have money? How? Then the kings set up the new theory, so they divided the land into 4 parts like that. And if in my home, in my grandparents' house, they don't have enough water, they are sharing upon villages. If that village have water, then they share. If my community have enough crops and enough rice and enough corn fields, we can exchange. So it improves the quality of life of my grandparents very much.
โอเคนะครับขออนุญาตหอมปากหอมคอนะครับ I think that's enough to show how well Karn has done and how he probably has put on pressure on his other 6 friends. Okay, thank you very much, Karn. It was a really good speech นะครับ